guys, so today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my Kylie video, and this one will be talking about the magic secret gig, which is super exciting and I can't wait to tell you guys all about it. And obviously if you missed out on it, then you can just relive it through us. So I'll just get straight into it. I have got a list here because I don't want to forget anything, but basically, so I never even knew that there was a competition that you could enter to go to a secret gig of Kylie. And when I met Jo, when we met Kylie, she was like, you should join the Twitter fandom, because everybody talks through Twitter, but I've never really used Twitter before because I don't know, I just couldn't get the hang of it. But I joined Twitter and followed all these Kylie fans and stuff, and I started to see people tweet about this competition and I was like, ooh, what's this? Kylie! So I just had a look at Magic FM's website, and it was I can't remember exactly, but it was you can call or you can enter online, maybe something. I'm not sure, but the main one is that they played a song backwards, and you had to guess what song it was, or they played the first line of a song and you had to say which song that was from also. So basically what you had to do is you had to dial their number and you had to try and work out a specific time that you would call, because I think the lines opened I don't know, was it 10-15 minutes before the actual competition, and you had to call. But sometimes if you were waiting too long on the call, it would hang up on you, or it would just keep dialing and dialing, but people were on the radio already answering the questions. It was really weird, and they said that they've never they've had so many calls about it, so their switchboard was going crazy, which I'm not even surprised about, but it was just really difficult to get through to them. And I think the people that did get through were very lucky, because it was just so difficult, and obviously not everybody can get chosen, so I just think the luck to be able to get through is just absolutely crazy. But basically I had tried to call in for a couple of days, and I didn't do it at the start of the competition because I didn't know about it, but a couple of days into it, obviously I found out through Twitter, and then I think Jo must have messaged me as well, probably. But yeah, so basically I just called in a couple times, because they'd done it a couple times a day, I think. I'm just trying to remember back to that time, but I tried a couple times and I never ever got through. And then one day, I can't remember the date, must have been, I think it was the 21st of July, Jo texted me that, well, she called in. I was calling in all day, every time the competition was you can call in now, whatever. And then when I was calling in, I didn't get picked, but I just kept listening, and it was Jo, and she won the tickets, which, oh my god, I was so happy for her. It was insane, and I knew she would take Annika, and I just find it so crazy. So she got it, and obviously I was over the moon for her, but I still kept trying. So the next time the competition was on that day, I think I started calling about 20 minutes to when the competition actually started, and I just stayed on the line. I was I just had a feeling, I was come on, it's my turn. And then they played the clip of the song, and I knew immediately it was the first line or something, or I don't know, of New York City, her new song. And obviously it being her new song, I had listened to it for a few times, so I knew the answer. And then the guy came on and was like, hello, what's your name, whatever, and I was like, Sophie, and I was so excited. I don't remember, everything to do with Kylie, I just black out the moments, I don't really remember what was said, but I do remember that he was okay, you're number 10. The person on the radio is going to pick a number between 1 and 10, and that person will go through live on air, answer the question, and win the tickets or not win the tickets. And I was oh great, what are the chances my number is going to get picked? I was between 1 and 10, a 1 in 10 chance. I've got this far, to not be picked, that would be be so frustrating. And I don't know how on this earth, honestly, I was pacing about my room holding my Kylie picture that I'd framed, I was pacing about the room, I was praying, I was like, please go soon. I was like, Kylie, please, Kylie, please. And then it was like, I'm going through to number 10. And I was like, ah, that's me. I'll see if I can insert the clip of the actual radio show, like the situation. I'll insert it now.
And I think we'll squeeze a tune in from this lady.
Magic presents Kylie.
So we are in full pre-Kylie mode now as we get ready for her secret gig on Friday night. A handful of people will be there and there's chances to win all the weekend for you to be amongst that exclusive crowd. We need to find another winner. So let's go to line 10. Hello, who's that?
Hi, it's Sophie.
Hello, Sophie. You're on the radio.
Yes,
How
hi, I am.
You are. How are you feeling?
Absolutely amazing. How are you feeling?
I'm very, very well. Thank you so much for calling in and taking part. You've done brilliantly just to get this far because honestly I've never seen a switchboard going to melt down as much as it has done this weekend. So well done on getting through. Yeah, well that's it. We've got one last hoop to leap through for you to get these tickets, okay? All you need to do is identify which Kylie song these lyrics are from. So, it's Get me on a train to the big bad city. Boy, I gotta see your face, so pretty.
New York City.
New York City, you're saying? Whereabouts are you calling from, Sophie?
I'm from Dunfermline, in Scotland.
Dunfermline. Oh, did you get to see Kylie at the castle the other week in Edinburgh? You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
it looked incredible. And guess
Oh,
what?
it was outstanding.
You're going to go and see her in London on Friday.
Congratulations. See you there.
Oh my god.
You're going to be there, Sophie. Well done, you.
Oh my god, thanks so much. Thank you.
Well, listen, you must be a major fan to have spotted those lyrics because that's one of the new songs on Kylie's Step Back in Time album. It's not one of her timeless classic hits. It's brand new and you got it straight off the bat. New York City. Well done, Sophie.
Thank you so much.
I can tell you're a big fan. Stay on the line, my darling, and we'll see you next Friday night. I can't believe it. Another winner, and there's more chances to win coming soon.
Magic presents Kylie. To win your way onto the guest list, make sure you're listening to Magic across the weekend. Good luck.
I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Obviously, I got the answer correct, and when he was like, guess what, you're a winner or whatever, I was like, no way, no freaking way. I sat on my bed, I was crying, I was holding my Kylie picture, I was like, what on earth, how has this happened? So Joe's going, Annika's going, I'm going. I could pick a +1. And at first I was going to take this girl named Tyree. She is so nice, but unfortunately had to be over the age of 18 to go. So after speaking with like the event coordinators, she unfortunately couldn't come. So I ended up picking Shona, who I bought, if you watched my other video, I bought my front row ticket from her for the Edinburgh Castle concert. So obviously I knew she was a massive fan as well, so I was like, no brainer, Shona, let's go. So I also wanted to take this girl named Lizzie that I met on Twitter, and lo and behold, she won the next competition. So what the heck, Joe, Annika, me, Shona, Lizzie and her husband, like we all got tickets all on the same day, one after another. It was absolutely mental, like I just can't describe it. It's mind-blowing to me still. So obviously now we had to get our planning underway. I'm trying to think, I think there was literally from when we won the tickets like a week or two, a week and a half, something like that, until the actual day. So we obviously all needed to get it off work, we needed to book flights, a train, whatever, to try and get down to London, because we all stay, well, me, Joe and Shona, we all stay in Scotland, so we had to get down to London. And with only like a week's notice or something, that was like a crazy mission. So me and Joe decided that we were going to fly down together, so we booked a flight with British Airways. And yeah, so we booked our stuff, managed to get it off work somehow. Like I literally had to, I'm sure I had to beg a couple people to swap shifts with me or something, but somehow managed to get it off. Joe managed to get it off, Shona managed to get it off, and going well so far. So yeah, so it was time to just organise everything. I went to the shops and bought some glitter to put on. I bought a new outfit. I decided to wear this neon green top because I wanted to stand out and be able to be seen by Kylie, because I knew we'd be quite close to her, and obviously the glitter as well to try and stand out. Yeah, just like got everything prepared. I think I started packing that same day because I was just so excited, like I couldn't believe it. Yeah, honestly. Oh! So, we had everything planned, and the night before we were due to fly in the morning, I got a message from British Airways, and guess what it said? Your flight is cancelled. I texted Joe straight away. I was like, oh, what on earth? Like, our luck up until now was absolutely insane, so I kind of expected something to go wrong, but to cancel our flight literally at 10 o'clock at night when it was in like a couple of hours, like it was just mental. We were panicking. We were like, I ended up just saying like, if I have to, I will drive us there. I don't even care. Let's hop in the car right now. But no, I think what happened was a couple of like maybe 30 minutes later or something, British Airways scheduled us on a different flight, I think. I don't remember exactly, or somehow we ended up going on another flight, but it was slightly later. And obviously the situation is you want to get to the venue as soon as possible so you can be at the front of the queue and try and get to the front of the stage to be closer to Kylie. So most people that were going, well, this is just a generalisation, I believe most of them actually lived in England, and obviously I know England is really big, but I just felt like it was easier for them to get to London. Like, loads of them live really close to London. And then there was us in Scotland with a cancelled flight, like a later flight rescheduled, and it was just like, we want to get to the front. As did everyone, obviously. So we're so thankful we've even got a flight, so we're just hoping that that one doesn't get cancelled. I think there was like some strikes going on or something, I'm not 100% sure. In fact, I think there was a problem with air traffic control around those days, I believe, across Europe and England, something like that. Anyways, so the next morning, it must have been early, I don't remember the exact time, but it must have been really early, like 6, 7. Me and Joe met at the airport, and obviously we were so excited. Got through security and everything, and we were just like, I am actually really scared of flying, but just knowing that we were going on this trip to see Kylie, like, I don't know, like, I was still nervous, but Joe was there and we get along so well, and I just felt comfortable, and the fact the reason that we were actually going for, I was like, I can do this.
Next 2 more call outs and check the luggage being offloaded and travel will be tonight.
So I'd never actually flown with British Airways in a very long time. Like, I flew with them a lot when I was younger, but when I get on a new aircraft or with a new airline, like I usually fly either EasyJet or Ryanair, so I was like really nervous about that. And I think in fact, I might need to ask Joe, but I think I actually cried, which is super embarrassing, but I'm a little cuddly toy, so I was okay. And yeah, it was like a flight mainly filled with like business people, so it was like quite embarrassing, but it was like, if I'm going to see Kylie, whatever. So anyways, we land in London. I think we went to Heathrow. I've got such a bad memory. Yeah, I think we landed in Heathrow. So we were able to get the tube or a train, or we could get any type of transport into London, which we had not yet booked because we were trying to think of the fastest way to get there. So we ended up starting off by getting on a tube. In fact, actually, we went for breakfast in Costa. We took our time with that, and I kind of regret that, but we got some breakfast first, and then we got on a tube and we were heading to central London. Now, this journey was supposed to take around, I think it was like around an hour or something, and we were there early enough and we were like, that's fine, like, we can do this. But when we were like we were on the tube for like, I don't know, like 15 minutes. We were like, this is going so slow, like time was just dragging on, and we were like so eager to get to the venue and get in the queue. And we saw on Twitter as well that the queue was already really long, and they were doing like numbers on your hand so that you're like, if you had to go to the toilet or something, you could get back in line. And we were so nervous. We were like, oh my gosh, that we're not going to get to the front, blah blah blah. Like we were really nervous. So we were speaking to these people on the tube, and they were Londoners, so we felt like they knew best. And we were like, guys, do we get off and get a taxi? Do we stay on the tube? What's the quickest way to get here? And like they were like, I can't even remember what they were saying, but they were trying to help us. Eventually we decided to get off the tube, and we got off around Earl's Court, I believe, which was a super busy area at that time. We got off and we decided to call an Uber. So here's another bit of something that didn't go quite right, is we must have booked like, I don't know, 10 Ubers, something like that, and because there was like some traffic works going on or something, traffic was moving super slow and most of them cancelled on us, and we were waiting there for like 10-15 minutes trying to get an Uber just to accept our ride. Eventually one did, and we got in, and we have a look at Google Maps and it's like a 45-minute drive, and we were like, probably would have been faster to stay on the tube, but never mind, can't take that back now. So we're in this Uber and we're like talking to the guy, we're like, put your foot down, like get us there as soon as possible, do you know any shortcuts? Just like trying to just get to the venue ASAP. And the guy was like so funny, he was trying his best, and then he was like, oh, I know a shortcut, and he tried to go through this like park thing, but obviously it was shut on that day, so that didn't work out and he had to reverse and turn around. After what felt like 100 million years, we eventually got to the venue, which I haven't actually mentioned yet, but it ended up being at the O'Meara, which is a very cute little venue in London. It's like central London. Yeah, it's a really nice venue. And when we got there, it was like the queue. I need to try and find what number we were, but we got there. I'm sure we were like number 16, something like that, people along the queue, and we were like, I don't know if we'll get to the front or whatever, but we're just so happy that we were there. We got there safe. Like, we did travel a long way to get there, so we were thankful that we were there safely, and the queue wasn't longer than it was. And then we met Shona shortly after, and then Lizzie joined, and we were all just hanging out waiting for Kylie. So we had to wait outside for, it must have been like 5-6 hours before the concert actually started, but obviously worth it. Hey, so I forgot to mention that while we were waiting, as well as getting to know each other and stuff, me, Lizzie and this other girl, I don't remember her name, but we were like scouting out the area, and we were speaking to all these security guards and stuff and just trying to find like a way in or a way to see Kylie, or like maybe try and meet her. I don't really know what we were trying to do, but I just thought I'd throw that in there. It was like so much fun. I don't know if it rained. I think it drizzled a little bit. I'll put some photos of us all waiting in the queue and stuff, and oh, we met Annika as well. So we're all together, so excited, singing Kylie songs, getting to know each other, because we met quite a few people. Well, I met a few people that I've never met before in the Kylie fandom from Twitter, so it was really nice to get to meet them and get to know them and hear their stories. And some of them have met Kylie like 10, 15, 20 times. Like, it's just crazy the stories they have, and it was amazing to listen to. So I really enjoyed getting to know other people. And yeah, I just like the whole thing was just absolutely crazy. So we were waiting in the queue for ages, and me and Shona had to go and get ready. So it was originally planned out that me and Shona would share a hotel room, so we got a twin room, and Joe was going to stay with Annika, because Annika stays just outside of London, I think, but that doesn't end up working out. However, me and Shona were going to go get ready, so we took our stuff to the hotel room, which wasn't far. We stayed in the Andaz Hotel, which was beautiful. absolutely beautiful. I think it's a 5-star hotel and it was just absolutely stunning. We got champagne on arrival and it was just like honestly the best day ever. So we go in a room, we get ready, and I did a funny little story. So I didn't bring hairspray, but I had pleats in on the plane to take out, so it would just be an easy hairstyle, like quick to do. And I didn't have hairspray to keep it all intact, so I called down to reception. I was like, hello, does anyone have hairspray? And they're like, yes. And they brought it up, and just like this guy just stood at the door with a plate and had hairspray on it, and he was like, here you go ma'am. And then I just used it and I gave it back to him. And then like I was like, wow, that's so cool. I love staying in 5-star hotels, like literally like any day of the week, please. So we got ready, put our glitter on. And yeah, then we headed back. I think it was like a 10-minute Uber ride back to the Omira. So we went back and we had missed Kylie coming to the venue, but she never even got out of her car, so it was chill. And obviously we had a number. I think I had a look, we were number 11, 12, 13 or something, but I was number 11. So we got back in our space, which was really good. I like that system. So here we are waiting for them to let us in. They gave us these VIP wristbands which looked super cute. I'll insert a video. And also they gave us like a drinks token. Mine has been chewed by the dogs, but I've got this drinks token which we were given, and when you went into the venue, where the stage was like, stage was here, this is the entrance, and there was like a bar here, so you could like quickly go to the bar before the stage. And we were like, who would do that? Like literally like, F this, I'm gonna keep this, I'm not gonna get a drink, and I'm going to leg it to the front. So it's about time they started opening the doors and let us in, and literally we had our brains on. We were hoping that people in front of us would go to the bar, which I think some of them did, so that we can get to the front. And literally they had to check our bags, so they checked our bags, and literally I do not remember who was beside me, who was behind me, who was in front of me. I legged it. I have never ran so fast in my life. There were steps, I flew over the steps, like whatever, and I got to the front. So this is the front of the stage. So yeah, how do I pronounce it? This is the front of the stage, and we were like middle to the end, so it was like me, Shona, Joe, Annika, and then I think Lizzie was somewhere behind us. But we got to the front, and like just like wow, like I couldn't believe it. I was like, after our flight being cancelled, our Uber taking 1000 years, we finally got there and we're at the front. Like, oh, what more could you ask for? Like honestly, the stage was beautiful. I'll insert some pictures here. But when the event actually started, we weren't allowed to use our phones or take pictures. Some people, however, did take pictures, and I'll use their pictures just to show you, but I never took any pictures personally. I have no words. You can find a link down below. I think Magic has a couple of clips on their YouTube channel of Kylie singing, but just the interaction she had with us, it was just so special. She spoke to everyone and to individuals. Also, like, I can't even describe the situation. It was just magical. I also forgot to mention that I had like bought a denim jacket from a charity shop and like designed it with like Kylie's name on it and loads of glitter. I think there is like a picture at some point, and like the whole time, like during the concert, I was like holding it up and she saw it and she like did a nod of approval, like and also during the concert, these two girls who were really nice, Jodie and Kirsty, they actually got to go on stage with Kylie, which was like so cool. It was amazing to see. I was so happy for them, and they were like dancing to the locomotion. It was so cool. I'm just trying to think what else I forgot to say, but literally just an amazing time. Yeah, she sang so many songs, like we all knew the words, we're all singing along together. There's just so much love in that room, and I don't have one bad thing to say about the situation. So the event is over. There's this photo booth and we all take pictures on the photo booth. I've got little... I don't know why I took pictures on my own, like a bit weird, but we all got our pictures done in the photo booth, which Kylie took pictures in like moments before. And we were just in so much shock that we were even here. We were in London, we were in front of Kylie, like, what can you even say? So we walk outside and we wait for Kylie to leave. She just gets in our car and goes, which obviously you would expect, she's probably really tired. And we all just waved to her leaving, and we're all, I don't even know if we were talking to each other, we were just in shock. We popped into the local Tesco's and just get some, I think we got some ice cream because we're all roasting. And then Joe says, I don't even know how it happened, but Joe ended up staying with me and Shona in this twin room. So we had paid for a 2-person room, and we weren't allowed a 3rd person in that room, but we were like, F this. So we snuck Joe into the hotel room, and then Shona had to get up really early in the morning because she was getting an earlier train back than us, and then I just remember me and Joe just had like a giggle fit, like we just couldn't stop laughing, and poor Shona was trying to sleep, so we decided to go down to the bar, and like I don't even know if we spoke that much at the bar because we were just still in so much awe of what had just happened. But we got a couple drinks. I asked for a Baileys, and when I asked for a Baileys I just expected to get like a glass with like some ice cubes in it and some Baileys, and yeah, when it appeared it was a tiny shot glass of Baileys and it was £7, so I was like, yeah, we're definitely in a 5-star hotel with its own club. But yeah, we got a couple cocktails, a couple drinks, and just had a laugh, and then we went back to the hotel room. We explored the hotel, it was beautiful, honestly recommend and Daz like so much, it was beautiful. And then yeah, we were just talking, and then we all slept in a double bed, all 3 of us, that was funny. And then we just had a right laugh, and then in the morning we actually got a train back up. I think that was just the cheapest option. So Shona got on an earlier train and then we got on a later train, and we're sitting next to these guys, and we just had a conversation the whole 4 hours up. It was quite funny. We were just telling them all about Kylie and they were telling us about their life, and it was just interesting. And honestly, this is something I know that everyone who went will never ever forget, like never forget, and like I hope I've explained it well enough. I just wanted you to try and be part of it if you weren't, and I'm sure you will be a part of it next time because I'm spreading the luck to you to win competitions for Kylie. Like honestly, I'm speechless. I think I'm going to end this video here because it's getting really long, but feel free to ask me any questions, I'll answer them, and I hope you like the photos that I put in and could come along with us. So yeah, and yeah, love you Kylie!